touch me.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sly Fox Sports podcast.
Now go away.
I have my co-host,
Fuck off.
Aaron Nix, right here. Yes, Mr. Nix is back.
I don't even like football. Football shit.
And we are doing a Champions League review. And did we have some doozies? Ooh, did we have some doozies? Let's start with the Tuesday fixtures. First one, we had Lokomotiv Moscow getting defeated by Salzburg 3-1.
Called it. Salzburg are good. Keep
Salzburg
saying that.
are good.
Keep saying how good they are. They're such a good footballing side. And if they don't qualify, which I don't know, you've probably got the tables in front of you, so you'll know better than me because I couldn't be asked. I like Salzburg. I think they're a good footballing side. I'm worried that a lot of their good footballers are going to get raided come the transfer window or at the end of the season, which is a shame because you want a team like that to stick together. You want the little upset teams in there, you know. Since day one, I've said, don't turn your nose up at the smaller teams like them and Club Brugge. That's what they both did. Good sides, good footballing sides. They deserve their place in Europe. They deserve their place in the Champions League. Otherwise, they wouldn't be getting results. And they wouldn't be playing so well against bigger teams like Bayern Munich and Atletico. So, yeah, good result for them. I'm just pleased for them. They're a nice little footballing outfit. And even if they don't qualify for the knockout stage, chances are they'll be in Europa League. And I expect them to do a bit of damage.
Yeah, both these teams are a point behind each other in the table.
Yeah.
And Atletico Madrid are 2 points ahead of them for second. So the last game of the group stage is going to be a big one.
Well, yeah, I said last week that I wanted my dream scenario to be that Bayern had to fucking ruin it for everybody by not beating Atletico Madrid.
Yeah. So,
I was like, thanks, lads. Appreciate that. So
yeah,
that annoyed me because now all of a sudden we don't have the opportunity of Atletico being turfed out completely.
Right. Well, technically we still could. Because if...
Who have Atletico got last? They got Salzburg last, didn't they?
I believe they have Salzburg last, yes.
Yeah. Now, Bayern are going to thrash Lokomotiv, so Lokomotiv can forget about getting into Europe. They better,
unless they play like the reserves of the reserves.
Yeah, and even then, their reserves should handily twat Moscow. You know,
They should.
Yeah, and also I believe it's at Bayern as well, so there's no hiding for them.
That's true.
The only hiding for them is the hiding they shall receive. So, on the flip side of things,
that hide will be tanned.
Yes, it will be. It will be. It will have a permanent imprint of Lewandowski's foot on their arse. So yeah, I'll be watching Atletico Madrid versus Salzburg if I have a choice out of the two. Although I love Bayern, I love Salzburg and I want them to do well, and I'm desperate for them to knock off Atletico because fuck Atletico Madrid. Any team that's got Luis Suarez, I instantaneously dislike. So, you know, they can go fuck themselves.
Suarez going to Madrid kind of, everybody thought, oh, that's going to be a good move now.
Not really. He's slowing down a little bit. He had his kind of heyday. Obviously, he's not old, but at the same time, he's not nearly the player he was. And a lot of teams have found him out as well. You know, they've realised that if they can rile him up or upset him, that he's not nearly as effective as he can be. And basically all he is the initial version of Neymar and Mbappe. But now we have Neymar and Mbappe. We don't care about Luis Suarez because he's.
I was going to say he's the football version of Mike Tyson.
Not really, because Mike Tyson's actually talented.
Oh, that's true. All right. Next
also, Mike
game.
Tyson was the greatest in the world at what he did. Luis Suarez will never get close to being the greatest at what he did. No question, he's very talented. Let's talk about the other game, obviously, things were in this group. Bayern versus Atletico. If you're Bayern Munich, you don't really care because you're going through. But this is a big result for Atletico. They had to get something. They really could have done with a win, to be honest.
Yes.
Just to kind of cement their place a little bit more. I think if they won, I think they would have qualified, wouldn't they? Outright.
So yes, they would have been.
Yeah, so the draw, doesn't help them that much. But to be fair, I thought they were the better side, actually. And it's not very often that you say that when you're watching Bayern Munich play. They very, very rarely, if ever, get outplayed. they looked a little bit kind of half asleep Bayern in this game. They were like, yeah, cool.
Well, apparently they were playing their reserves of the reserves.
Yeah, I mean, they did have a lot of backup players, but they also still had a lot of quality on their team. Bayern, it's all going to be about squad management. You've got to remember it's a condensed season because of COVID-19. There's also a very quick turnaround because of COVID-19, because obviously last season, Bayern Munich won the Champions League, and I think 3 weeks later, boom, there they are starting the season again, and off they run again, and they're back in the Champions League again. And you think, Jesus Christ, poor fuckers don't get a break. But hey, I'm not going to feel sorry for multi-million-pound footballers who have to work a couple of extra games here and there. But that being said, obviously squad rotation and depth is what will ultimately make you one of the best teams in Europe. Celtic just had a stunning free kick saved by AC Milan. Still 3-2. Yeah, ultimately for me, I saw some. This is the problem when you're really self-entitled. I saw loads of Bayern Munich fans on social media going, "Oh my God, how could we only draw against them?" I go, chill out for fuck's sake, Jesus Christ! Like, it's not like you lost, and even if you had, it wouldn't have mattered that much. Like, this is all about Atletico Madrid. They needed a win. A draw with Bayern is normally a fantastic result, but for Atletico, they've still got squeaky bum time, innit? Because the other two are still rampaging up their bumholes looking for an opportunity. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm not really that interested ultimately in this match and the outcome. All I care about is who's going to nick second space in this group. And right now, I really want Salzburg to have it. So go fuck yourself.
Right now, if you look at the top of the Group A's table, Bayern's at 13. Madrid is at 6 with a -3 goal difference.
Bayern are like, they won't even turn up next week. They should throw the game for a laugh.
Salzburg is at 4 with a -5 goal difference, and Lokomotiv Moscow is at 3 with a -3 goal difference.
It basically comes down to, providing that Lokomotiv Moscow don't beat Bayern, which would be pretty astonishing, even if it was their reserves. This all comes down to who's going to win out of Salzburg and Atletico.
Yes.
Which is why it's such an important game. Because
Salzburg has to win if they want.
If Salzburg wins, they're through, basically. It's as simple as that. If they don't, then they won't go through. As simple as that. Win or go home. Which makes it a nice little scenario, one and done in this instance. So, and I think they've played good enough football. The fact that they're only on 4 or 5 points is actually a real shame.
It is.
Because they've actually played some stunning football. Really stunning football, actually. And both times they played Bayern, actually, they were fucking fantastic and could have easily got something from that game if they hadn't come up against. So they're a little bit unfortunate as well. They probably didn't play Bayern this week or last week because they would have had a better chance, because Bayern would have rested a lot of players. And I actually think Salzburg, shock horror to a lot of people, but I think Salzburg's full-strength team could beat a Bayern reserve team quite handily. I think they're actually a really good footballing side. And if they don't make it, or if they end up in Europa League for any reason, people are going to realise just how dangerous they are.
Oh, absolutely. If they make it to if Salzburg make it to the Europa League, it'll be beautiful.
They'll knock Arsenal out, I reckon.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. Next game.